No. I'm just.
Wait a second. So what were you saying about the whole Iron Man being?
You want me to go through? You want me to go through most of it? All right. So here we go. So should I put a shirt up? No, I'm cool.
Yeah.
My nipples aren't showing. So
you know what?
Basically, me and my buddy Ryder, we were having this argument about Captain America, and Cap's my guy. I will die for Captain America. I don't care if he's not real. Cap's my guy.
Loser. Sorry, there's dust in here.
Yeah, okay. So because of the disrespect he started getting, I started accidentally, kind of on purpose, but more on the accident side, started popping off on every hero. So this is what I said, because my guy Ryder says, and I quote, yeah, when everything special about you is from steroids, it's easy to be a superhero, right? So here's my take. Natasha had the exact same thing. Hawkeye shoots arrows for fun. Hulk is an accident and a threat that can't be killed. Thor is an exception. He's an actual superhero. Tony is only special on the battlefield because of a suit. Ant-Man only has a suit, no powers. Star-Lord isn't special. Spider-Man, exception. He has superpowers. Falcon has a suit. Bucky has the same serum and a robot limb. Doctor Strange, exception. He actually knows magic. Shang-Chi, don't know what he needs, but let me tell you, he doesn't have superpowers. Black Panther needs a suit and a magic flower juice. So, there's the main heroes. There's that. Then later on, and why Jonah started to record us is because he thinks I'm calling Iron Man the GOAT, but no. My guy Ryder, oh my gosh, it went away. My guy Ryder said that the only good Avenger died, right? And I said, where is it? I say Iron Man becomes the only good Avenger because of his sacrifice. Not saying he is the GOAT, but you can't disrespect his sacrifice.
You're saying, but you are saying that Iron Man is the only good Avenger.
In Ryder's argument. Because I disrespect him too.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah,
Jaden said that Iron Man is the only good Avenger.
Listen,
boom.
Cap is better than Iron Man.
No, that's not true. That's not true. It's just not. It's false.
Facts. He has the greatest trilogy in the MCU. You can't say I'm wrong there. And you can try to, but I'm right there. Iron Man is lame up until his relatability in Iron Man 3.
Ugh.
And then he starts getting a little bit cooler because he makes new suits.
Right.
I like the nanotech. That was dope.
You're so wrong, but here's the thing.
It's like into his suit.
That was right. Yeah. You're so wrong, but here's it's like trying to argue with the kid who's like, actually, because they're wrong, but you don't want to waste your energy trying to convince them that you're right because But then here's the thing.
Yeah. You can't debate me because now what I'm saying is true. And so the reason you don't want to put your energy and efforts into it is because you'll look foolish, one would say.
Look,
basically, the only time that Iron Man is a good Avenger, the two times. Mm-hmm. But I have a thing to say for the first one. The first time he is a good Avenger is when he puts a nuke in the wormhole. Now, you can say, Iron Man did it. Nobody else did. Iron Man's the only one that listened to Nick Fury. Thor didn't have an earpiece. Hulk didn't have one. Those were the only other two heroes that would have been able to do the exact same thing as Iron Man. So, I invalid. I don't count it. I count it, but I don't count it because other people could have done it if they would have been able to hear Nick Fury say, hey, there's a nuke coming. So there's that. And the only other time he's a good Avenger is Endgame when he decides he wants to save everybody.
All right. Here's my argument.
Yeah, go for it. I'd love to hear it.
Who made the greatest sacrifice in every single Avengers movie? In the first Avengers movie, he throws the nuke into the wormhole. In the second Avengers movie, he blows up the huge vibranium rod that he thought was going to kill himself, and he was willing to make that sacrifice. in Infinity War.
Hold
He takes on
real quick.
Thanos
Wait,
by
let's go
himself,
one by one.
gets stabbed through the chest,
Okay,
and then thinks
let's
he's
not
gonna
act
die.
like everybody
In
didn't go
Endgame.
after. Hold on. Let's not act like everybody tried to go one-on-one with Thanos. Don't disrespect literally every other hero that went one-on-one.
Look, I'm just
Because
saying.
what did Captain America do in Infinity War? That's right. He went one-on-one with Thanos. So don't bring that up.
He got slapped by Thanos, and then he was done for.
And where's Tony? Where was
Stabbed
Tony there? Oh, he got
through the
stabbed.
friggin-
So he got stabbed. But then we're gonna slander Cap because he got hit. Oh, okay.
Right. No. But
Cool.
here's what I'm saying.
Cool. Okay,
I'm
yeah.
saying-
Continue. Go for it. Yeah.
I'm saying
Uh-huh.
getting stabbed is a lot more like dang than getting slapped. Getting slapped is like, bro, what are you even on? Why are
So
you even?
the only reason he would have been able to stop Iron Man was to stab because he has to have a suit on. So there's that.
Right.
So it's not like he's special and harder to beat. So he deserves to get stabbed. He had a suit on which was protecting him from getting hit like that. But don't disrespect literally everybody else. Because what about Wanda? Huh?
What about Wanda?
She went one-on-one with one hand against Thanos.
Right.
Yeah,
What I'm
better than
saying-
Iron Man in that one.
Right. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is, in terms of going out, I would much rather be stabbed through the chest because that's actually legit than just being backhanded by Thanos and then him
But-
being out for the rest of the game.
But he didn't get out. He didn't die.
He didn't get out. You're right. He just
So-
got unconscious because Thanos
here's the
decided to
thing.
go.
If I'm, fighting somebody, I'd rather get hit and out of the game instead of, vital organs being sliced through.
Right. I'm just saying it's the much more legit.
But he didn't
injury.
die, so it's kind of stupid. Like he
But
had
then-
to get stabbed,
But then,
kind of like.
last but certainly not least, in Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, and I brought that up. It's cool. So real quick, we're gonna go through each one of your little things. Right?
Well, hang on. Before
So-
you do that, I have one more quote by Tony Stark.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool.
Here we go. Avengers
Yeah,
Age of
go for it.
Ultron.
Oh, gross.
He says, "No, I'm not the leader. I just pay for everything and design everything and make everything look cooler." So
Yeah.
you're
that's-
welcome, Avengers, for literally carrying the team in terms of not only design, but making sure they're safe, designing tech that can maintain their abilities and keep them all good, keep them updated, keep them relevant. Cap,
Real-
way to go, old man sitting in the corner
real
playing
quick,
with a frisbee.
real
That's
quick,
cool.
Real quick. What did he give the Avengers? What did he give them?
Suits, tech.
What suits? In Avengers, you said Ultron, right?
Yep.
What did he give them?
The suits,
What suits?
all of their suits.
Oh, the ones that just make you look cool. They didn't do anything.
All right. What about the magnet tech for the shield in Age of Ultron?
Which part is that? Because I vaguely remember this
Where
movie.
he goes like this, and the magnets on his forearm glow, and then the shield comes back to him.
Oh yeah, that was kind of cool. But why did he need it? It was already always coming back to him,
No,
so he didn't need that.
it was legit. It was,
It was
making
cool, but it didn't do anything.
right.
The shield was always already coming back to him. You didn't need it
Well, hey, it's an added feature
for what?
because for a frisbee, Tony Stark. Here's the thing: it doesn't seem cool, but the reason is because it's already a bad idea. It's an old piece of tech. It's a frisbee. Try making a
It's
frisbee.
vibranium.
Try making a frisbee look cool and be practical. No.
It's vibranium. Old tech.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's better than Iron Man's suit. It's stronger than his suits. Material wise, it is strong. It is the strongest metal on Earth.
Yeah, but it's a
so I don't
frisbee.
I don't care. The metal itself is stronger than Iron Man's suits. What he builds it with. So
Yeah, but as soon as Iron Man,
respect the frisbee.
as soon as Iron Man builds a suit out of vibranium, that shield is obsolete. Dude.
Yeah, when is he going to do that? In the afterlife?
Oh my. You're right. You're
Good
right.
talk.
No, I mean, it'll be cool seeing Cap throw the frisbee around. Oh, wait a second.
But his legacy is still going, right? Where's Iron Man's? Oh, in the ground.
Oh.
In a box.
You don't.
Saying, prove Tony Stark has a heart.
No,
His heart was made of metal.
You don't see what's coming.
Heart.
On Friday, you will understand.
Yeah.
His legacy
Whatever.
progresses.
That's not his legacy. That's a whole different thing.
It's totally his legacy.
Whatever.
Anyways, what were you saying about Cap?
So
this
we're gonna go through your little.
Keep in mind this.
Yeah,
this isn't even our Civil War debate.
Yeah, this is literally this is okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go through it. So, like I said, in Avengers 1, you could say that Iron Man made the sacrifice, but he was able to hear him. Yeah, like the other soldiers.
Everybody was able to.
Where was Thor's headpiece?
Cap had an earpiece.
Okay. Cap, Natasha, and Clint can't fly. What were they going to do?
Exactly.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
My point exactly.
Hulk could have grabbed it and thrown it in there. So there's that. But Hulk didn't have an earpiece. Yeah, no, I am fully. He could have.
Hulk would have destroyed the nuke. Hulk would have.
Listen, he could have jumped, grabbed it, and just kept going up. I don't know. That one's a little bit harder to bring the point across, but he could have done something. Thor could have done the exact same thing as Tony, but breathed in space.
Okay, cool.
No, so there's that.
But we're talking about you're bringing up all these facts of different Avengers. That's cool, but that's not the argument.
I'm just going. No. You brought up every single one,
right?
Every Avengers movie, and why Tony sacrificed. There were other ways. It didn't have to be Tony because
it didn't have to be, but it was him because he was the only one.
Because he was the only one that heard Thor could have done it. You can't tell me Thor wasn't able to bring a nuke into space. In fact, he would have been able to do so a lot easier because he can, breathe in space. So I don't want to hear that excuse. The first Avengers, Thor could have handled it completely all right by himself and came back without the Hulk screaming into his face. So there's that. Now, Avengers Ultron. Please explain to me the very end of the movie because I don't remember the movie.
Okay, so my argument isn't that Thor couldn't have done it. We can look at all of these sacrifices and say, okay, Thor could have done it.
Yeah.
I'm talking Cap. I'm targeting Cap. Cap is my target.
No. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because there are obviously heroes aren't supposed to be the same, right?
Yeah.
That's not he's not capable of doing that because he doesn't have the necessities for that threat. Cap is a soldier.
Right.
He fights on the ground, and he's always been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man built a suit. So having the ability to fly, yes, he is able to do this, but I guarantee you if Cap was able to do, fly or have a suit of something, I guarantee you would have done the exact same thing.
Right. My argument is who's the better superhero. And in my opinion,
Cap.
The guy who can fly and throw a nuke into a wormhole, the guy who can snap his fingers and eliminate.
Anybody could have snapped their fingers.
Anybody could have.
Yeah.
But who did it? That's the thing. We're talking about all these different sacrifices. That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Endgame though for a second. Because
let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Anybody could have snapped their fingers, Thanos, including Cap.
Yeah, he could have. Yeah.
Where was Cap?
Fighting.
No, he was schlump, bro. He was schlump on the ground. He was fighting, and then Thanos
he was fighting.
Threw him over his shoulder. He schlump. He's out. Iron Man was the only one who was awake.
No. Incorrect. Wrong.
Really?
Synonyms. Yeah. Incorrect. Because there was still fighting going on.
Right. But you're missing. Let's hang on.
So what I'm saying is not everybody is asleep. So there's that.
Right.
Yeah. It's cool and all. Like, you're right. Iron Man sacrificed himself. But to say that nobody else would have done that given the technology that Iron Man had,
right?
It's not fair to say. Because that's the whole point of Iron Man's suit is he's able to do things that people can't do because that's not their thing. He's the genius, right? He has this nanotech that allows him to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But I guarantee you, Any other hero that would have been capable of getting those stones would have done it because that was the plan. That was the plan.
Right.
Was to stop Thanos, snap everybody back. Anybody would have done it. So to say that Iron Man made he's the one, he did it, woohoo, Iron Man,
Mhm.
anybody would have done it. 100%.
Anybody
Like-
would have, but who actually did it is my whole thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to find the sequence where they're actually going up against Thanos, and then
Right.
I can't find it. Dang it. Anyways,
All I'm saying is that you switch the positions. Let's say Cap was capable of doing that stuff. We'd be talking about Cap.
we?
Let-
But you're talking about a hypothetical situation that isn't real. I'm talking about the very real
As the
heroism.
great Stan Lee once said,
No, I know where you're going.
and
with
I
this.
quote,
Boom.
you want to know who wins the battle? Whoever the riders decide.
Right.
So in this case, yeah, Iron Man takes the dub.
You heard it here.
But,
You heard it here first. Folks.
but only because they wanted him to. That's not saying that Cap is any less than Iron Man. That's not saying Scarlet Witch, Hulk, Thor, Doctor Strange,
Right, but we're
Star-Lord,
talking
Spider-Man.
about
That's not saying anybody any less.
we talk about practice.
That's cool. You
man.
meant-
We're talking
you-
about practice.
Don't bring AI into this. Listen, Iron Man is not the GOAT.
He
Is not the GOAT. Correct.
totally is.
No.
Okay, if you're talking about character, if you're talking about leadership skills, sure, Cap takes the dub. If
Yeah.
you're talking about value as a superhero, I'm taking Iron Man over Cap.
Okay, so real quick.
Yeah.
So Iron Man's only able to make these sacrifices, quote unquote sacrifice. I'm still not counting the first Avengers because Thor was very able to if he would have gotten the call.
But I'm not talking about
no,
Thor.
so I'm not- He's the only other one that could have done it. So
Right.
I don't count Iron Man.
Cap
for
couldn't
that.
have.
Ca-
That's my point I'm trying to make.
Listen. Because hold on, because it's not just about Cap at this point. Because if you can bring Thor into this, neither Cap or Iron Man are good enough for that one. So that's my point for the first one.
Right.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Yes.
But I'm saying if we're looking at the hierarchy of the MCU's characters, sure, Thor, yes, is definitely more powerful than both of them. Then
Yeah, and he
immediately
should have done
underneath, so it probably goes in terms of like power level, right? Probably goes
Mhm.
Hulk.
Yep.
Then it goes Thor.
Mhm.
Then Iron Man.
Mm.
Yes, and then
Mm.
Cap. That's my point I'm trying to make.
Debatable. He kind of kicked his butt in Civil War, but we'll talk about that for another day. We'll talk.
Tony was being stupid with the suit.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's
He
an
was
idiot.
being
some genius, right?
super-
Some genius, right? So we'll talk about Civil War another day because that's a whole conversation. So we want to talk about Iron Man, right?
Right.
But we're not going to talk about all of Cap's big time sacrifices.
Yeah, list them.
So he won the war.
He didn't win the
took down
war. He took down a ship. He
took down a nuke. Yeah, he put it in the water, and which led to the victory of America. So there's one, right? Big sacrifice. Accidentally woke up because somebody wanted to disturb his slumber.
Right.
That's what he just said. Anyway, Cap 2. Besides, how many people were with him? 4? Total of 4 people were with Cap during this. So the leader, the only one that took down Winter Soldier, and I mean, he ended up, if you want to quote, lose that fight because he wouldn't fight his best friend, but he didn't really lose. But
Hang on. I'm just now thinking about this. Where was Black Widow in the end of the final battle of Winter Soldier?
This is what I mean. She's not that cool. She just
What the heck?
Yeah,
Dude,
she just-
how did I
no.
just realize that she was such
Yeah.
a prominent role in that movie? And then the final battle happened, she's nowhere to be found.
She put one of them in. She put one of the chips in the helicarriers.
Did she?
Yeah, because it was her, Falcon, and Cap.
That's right.
Yeah, but then she disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was over. So on top of that,
heck?
so Cap is overall the one that took down Shield and Hydra at the exact same time, but at the exact same time had to take down the main villain. You know, I don't know where Black Widow was, but Falcon had to deal with, the grunts. So there's another sacrifice. He put his life on the line because Winter Soldier was a weapon at that point.
Mhm.
Kill was his goal.
Mhm.
So there's another sacrifice, and he ended up taking down 2 huge operations at the
Mhm.
exact same time. So that's huge. Save DC and the world.
Let's save DC. Because
The ships
when
that
those
they
things
had was going-
crash, though,
okay, but in terms of what would have happened other than that,
mhm.
the whole world had lasers on them to destroy everything.
Mhm.
So there's that.
Yeah,
I need to watch Civil War again.
I know. Yeah, same.
But what I'm saying is they all make sacrifices. But we want to talk about Iron Man's, and Iron Man's only sacrifices only happen in the Avengers movies. He doesn't
Yeah.
sacrifice anything in his own movies. He just beats the person. Please explain to me. In Iron Man 1, what did he sacrifice?
His
Nothing.
own life
With what?
with when the arc
with
reactor.
Obadiah?
Yeah.
No.
Bro, don't even. He definitely sacrificed his life.
Oh, you mean when the arc reactor went
Yes.
up, like shot in the sky?
Yeah, that was definitely a sacrifice.
What was the arc reactor like planned to do? Like what was it? So Obadiah's plan was to make weapons
Uh-huh.
and sell them to people
Right.
on black market, and Iron Man blew it up.
Right.
Right. So
So basically, Captain America, Winter Soldier.
to a
Weapons.
very, very low point because
Wow.
those weapons weren't going to be mass destruction of the world. So
Yeah. The Ironmonger suit, if they would have mass produced those, and not only that, it's Stark Tech. The Jericho missile.
Okay, so here's another thing. Stark Tech is still being sold worldwide. It never stopped. It never stopped falling into the wrong hands.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
Like when? Like where?
I don't remember. Like I said, I still haven't. I have to see all these movies again. But
Iron Man 2.
I'm pretty sure there's another movie where it shows Stark stuff.
I mean, it's got the drones in a few episodes.
What I'm saying is, people were able to still get hold of Iron Man's tech one way or another. So
Right.
he didn't even fully stop that, and that makes it's whatever about the weapons because normal weapons get sold like that. Like it's whatever. So
Right.
in my that's not much of a sacrifice. Your sacrifice
Well,
failed.
And Winter Soldier, their whole goal was, yes, to take down the helicarriers, but also to destroy Hydra. Hydra was still operating after that whole movie.
You're right,
Right.
but they stopped the forefront. They
That's
closed the
true.
floodgates of it.
And same with the
Which-
weapons.
But Hydra's a little bit more scary than your day-to-day.
You're right. I'm sorry. Hydra is more scary than ISIS terrorists with
Yeah, with
weapons
their-
that are.
Hold on, real quick. Are we just gonna say that Hydra did not have advanced technology? To almost Tony Stark's level.
Yeah,
We're not gonna say that.
but they're still functioning.
So they're more capable. Like if they were still
Wait.
like as big as they were.
Yeah. You're arguing that your hero
I don't even know
failed.
what I'm arguing. No, I'm not. I'm not arguing that.
You're arguing
No.
that your hero failed to destroy a bigger
No,
threat.
I'm saying
than
no.
Iron
I'm
Man.
not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they were the. My
Anyway.
head's hurting.
I know,
Putting
mine
my
is
head in-
hurt.
Stop. Anyways, then what did he sacrifice in Iron Man 2? His life against the robots.
Yeah,
He didn't sacrifice anything.
was very much.
Iron Man 3. You could
Right.
say he only sacrificed himself for Pepper, and then Pepper saved him.
Right. Right. So, okay, let's look at.
So the only time Iron Man truly sacrifices himself is in the Avengers movie.
Which are the
Because he
big.
apparently has something to prove.
Right. Well, which are the biggest saves in the MCU? Right? Like,
Yeah.
Cap sacrificed himself to destroy Hydra in Captain America 1, failed at destroying Hydra, but definitely stopped the war. I'll give you that.
Well, he was not in one. He wasn't trying to stop. He was trying to win the war. He was trying to stop Red Skull. He wasn't trying. His focus wasn't, I got to destroy Hydra. It was, I need to win the war. Different.
It was
In Cap 2, yes. It was more, I got to stop Hydra.
right. And
Not
then he
one.
tries to stop Hydra in the second one and fails at doing that. Iron Man 1, he definitely sacrifices himself to stop Obadiah Stane and then from then on stop.
Yeah, but
production
that is such a lesser sacrifice.
right. So let's then jump ahead to Avengers 1, where
Go for it.
he saves New York
I'm
City
not
with a
counting
nuke.
that. Not
I'm
counting
definitely counting that.
that. No,
Thor could have done that, but he did it.
Yep.
He
because
did
it
it.
wasn't written that way. But he was
Right.
very capable enough.
Right, but you
Given
can't.
an earpiece, could have done it.
He definitely
counting.
had.
Not counting.
Man.
You're not changing my mind on that one.
You're arguing with me on hypotheticals, though,
No,
not on
but-
what actually happened. Because yes,
Right.
hypothetically, Cap could have stopped the nuke. Yeah, hypothetically,
No.
Cap could have flown and grabbed the
Nah.
nuke and then put it in the wormhole.
That's not even a hypothetical. That's just
right. Exactly.
I'm saying that. Yeah.
And then in Avengers 2,
I
sacrifices
still don't
himself
remember that one.
again.
What does he do? What does he do?
So remember how
I
in
don't know what
Sokovia,
happened. Okay, yeah.
Sokovia, the city's flying up, and there's that huge vibranium rod that's causing the magnetic field to push it upwards so that it can ultimately like catapult itself down and
Mhm.
cause a meteorite strike and basically destroy the Earth.
Yeah.
Iron Man's the one that goes down below the surface and shoots his arc reactor at the beam so that it
Mhm.
blows up and destroys the city. But it would save.
Didn't
all
he
the-
have help with that though? Didn't Thor help him with that?
Thor helped him with that, but Cap didn't. That's my point. Cap was nowhere. Cap was on the
Okay, look. To say that Iron Man is better because he can fly is ridiculous.
I'm not saying
No, because look at all of the statistics besides Endgame, but then again, that's with Iron Man's tech. The fact that we're saying that Iron Man's better is because he can fly.
No.
Because in Avengers 1, what does he do? What is he capable of doing that leads him to be the one to sacrifice? Oh, he flies. Okay, cool. So there's one. So there's a flying island, right? So the only one that can do that is Tony because he can fly and because of his suit. So
and the laser beams.
cool. So Iron Man's suit, right?
Right.
Cool. Basically, what I'm saying is that Iron Man's tech is the reason he was capable of making the sacrifice.
Exactly.
Yep.
I'm
But
counting.
he's not the GOAT.
Okay, but who made the tech? Stark.
Iron Man. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. He's not the GOAT.
Oh my gosh.
You really want to know who my GOAT is?
Is it not
Does it-
Cap?
It's not Cap. That's the thing. Like, Captain America is not my GOAT.
Who is
He
your
is
goat?
not the GOAT superhero.
Who is your
It's
goat?
Scarlet Witch. That's the GOAT.
I think we just reached an agreement.
Yeah, no, because cool. Like Iron Man can make all the sacrifices he wants. Whatever. Scarlet Witch made besides Endgame because I'll give him that. That's the ultimate sacrifice, and I'm not disrespecting him for that.
Right.
I just don't like the Cap slander. I will stand up for Cap with my life.
Yeah.
End of story. Like, I don't care if people think I'm in the wrong.
Yeah.
More likely, people will say I'm in the wrong than I'm in the right.
Well,
I don't.
I
There are
think
gonna be
people
way- there's
love
gonna be-
Cap.
Right, but there's going to be way more people that agree with you. And I'm cool with that. It's whatever because I love all Marvel. I love most Marvel.
Yeah.
And I appreciate all of the. I appreciate most of these characters.
Yeah.
Like, it's what I grew up with. It brings my inner child out. It makes me truly happy. That's what
Right.
Marvel does. Cap is my favorite superhero of all time.
Okay.
He's my guy,
Mhm.
but he's not the GOAT, and I'm not afraid to say that. Like,
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch is bodying every single person in the MCU.
Legitimately.
Every single person.
Yeah.
She's beating Wolverine and Deadpool.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
winning.
No, 100%.
Scarlet Witch is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And that's the final thing. Like,
Yeah.
she, like I said, besides the final, sacrifice,
Right.
she's made just as many sacrifices, if not more than both Cap and Iron Man. She killed her husband right in front, watched him come back to life just so he'd die again. She was the only one to go head to head with Thanos, was crying at the same time while killing her husband. She did it one-handed. Now, there are some things that I will say that, wasn't a bigger sacrifice. But
Like enslaving an entire town.
that's just funny to me. That's just comedy to me. Like, dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But Scarlet Witch is the GOAT.
If we're talking power set, yeah. And here's the thing.
Even character-wise, like,
Yes.
Yes. This might be just my opinion, but she's cooler than both of them. As a character, she's cooler than both of them.
Yeah.
And I think it was kind of ruined, not really ruined, but it kind of sucked to watch her character in Civil War.
Yep.
But she kind of fixes it later on. But
yeah.
Multiverse of Madness, Avengers Ultron, Endgame, Infinity War, Scarlet Witch can't be stopped.
Yeah.
The only one that is, questionable is Civil War, but that's more of a friendly war. Like that, you don't want.
Right.
The goal isn't to kill anybody. Like
she could have easily one-handed killed everybody,
every single person
on that any team.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, moral of the story: Iron Man is not the GOAT. Never will be. I will never disrespect the sacrifice. I'll never disrespect that because it was a beautiful scene. I cried my eyes out. I will die for Captain America. Call me crazy if you want to. Don't care. That's my idol. I love Captain America. But Scarlet Witch overall is the greatest MCU character as of right now.
Yeah.
Because we might see somebody better. We might.
Yeah. And I think for me personally, even my favorite Marvel character is not Iron Man. It's close.
It's Spider-Man.
It is Spider-Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I might have told you this, but I for the longest time was like, no, Spider-Man's not my favorite. Like, he's cool, but he's not my favorite. And then I began to look around like my entire apartment and like everything is Spider-Man. Like my pillowcase is Spider-Man. My favorite video game is Spider-Man.
Plenty of pictures.
Oh my gosh.
You have like plenty of posters and stuff.
Yeah. Spider-Man's my favorite. Scarlet Witch is the strongest. Iron Man's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm not going to lie. Cap is cool. Cap is cool. He's legit. He's a leader, and I appreciate the heck out of him for that. And he's the shield's nice, the costume nice, everything about him is nice. In my opinion, I'm more of like a tech guy rather than
and that's cool.
Strength.
Right. And I know where we stand. I've always known where we stood on those certain aspects. I still can't wait for the Civil War debate.
Oh, dude.
That's just going to be fun.
That's going to be our first 3-hour episode or something.
It's going to take a while. But yeah, like I've always known that like you're the tech guy. Like that, that's what you go to.
Yeah.
Me, I like, it's not even his power because he doesn't really have powers. He does, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
that's not why I love Cap. It's
Yeah.
not even one of the reasons why I love Cap. I love his upbringing and I love his his personality is great, but like his morals, like
Yes.
who he is as a person.
Yes.
That's why I love Cap.
It's unbeatable.
Nobody else has that.
Yeah.
Not one. Hold on, before I say that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it because I can't think off the top of my head. He's the only one in the MCU that has that mentality, that has that upbringing. Like, he's not doing it for himself. Like, it might seem like he's doing some selfish things, but when you're 70 years into the past, into the future, what you got a lot of figuring out. It's a lot. So, but that's why I love Cap. It's not even on a superhero base.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah.
It's his upbringing. It's who he is as a person in these films. That's why I love Cap.
Yeah. He, in that respect, in the character of the character, in the, like, in who he is, respectable, very respectable.
And that's the only reason why I think he's the only one fit to lead the team. Like, that's why I think they chose him to be the leader, is because of those qualities. It wasn't like, because obviously he's not like, if you want a leader who's going to, I don't know how to say it, but Iron Man.
Yeah.
The only other choice is Iron Man. And he leads on a different aspect. He does lead in the technology and the funds and like, whatever. But when it comes to the battlefield, they are looking at Cap saying, what's the next move?
Exactly.
So like, I think him as a person in the MCU is the reason they chose him as the leader throughout the films.
Because Iron Man's thinking more logically when it comes to planning. Now, Cap is a soldier, so obviously he has that experience, but he is very empathetical and very logical, and that's what makes him a great leader.
The craziest thing is it switches a little bit more on Iron Man's. And like I'll just say this because I don't want to like go into our Civil War debate.
Right.
But Iron Man switches his thinking like crazy in Civil War. Because he's thinking logically, but he's thinking scared. Right.
No, so there's a lot of empathy that's driving his.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't lead with empathy. That empathy is not Tony's strong suit. No. Never has been, never will be.
No.
Except at the end. I'll give him empathy on the very last sacrifice. But so that's part of a little taste of my argument. But I won't go into it because I'm excited for that episode when we do it. So I want to save as much of Civil War as I can.
Yeah.
So, but there's.
I don't know what this is, but here's this.
Yeah, that'll be a fun random segment.
I know. I don't know where we insert.
There was just throw it out there. Just boom.
Hey,
do a bonus. Like a season bonus.
BTS.
So we'll still do our our podcast episode for this upcoming week. But you just throw this in the mix. Say bonus content. Yeah. They'll love it.
Yeah.
So it'll be what 11 episodes now, but like still on track for 10.
Yeah.
We love it.
It works.
Love to see it. Yeah. Maybe it was a good thing you did start recording.
Yeah, we got pretty deep there. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's so funny that I'm so passionate about this.
Like, I love getting this passionate with you because it's like.
Because then I'll calm down and I'm like, bro, I'm talking about
what am I?
I'm talking about made up characters like. Like what am I doing right now? Like, it's not that serious, bro. Calm yourself. It's like when Ty got super upset about She-Hulk.
Oh my gosh, that was the funniest thing ever. I was like,
that's how I feel with Cap slander. Like that's how passionate I'll get.
Yeah,
that was so funny. It's trash.
And he has the mic now, so he can he got really close to the mic and was yelling. He was like, and it started to like, jeez, bro. So funny. He's the best.
But so there's a little bit of bonus content. Hope you all enjoy.
I don't know what this is, but that was that.
It was fun. It was a good time.
It was a good time.
That's all we can ask for, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
anyways.